Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. Today, I want to talk about the UFO phenomenon. I usually don't talk about UFO since the last thing I talked about with those little people, and I had a little trouble with my channel, but that's a whole different story. See, what they tell us is that it's all about the unraveling the mystery of the life in the universe. That's what we've been told. That's what NASA says. NASA always say that they're trying to unravel the mystery of life in the universe. Well, we got a lot of mysteries here on this planet. They don't even have to go up to the universe to find out what's going on. Okay, so but I want to first, before I start, to say I want to say a little prayer for the people that got hit by Hurricane Ida. It's just in the tropical storm Ida. There's just so many people in so many states. From what I understand, 22 states got hit. From Pennsylvania to New York to Boston, all the way down to where it came in through Louisiana and Mississippi and down there. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. So what can we say? We gotta just say a little prayer for them, okay? Hey Hoot, how you doing? Hoot is in the house. Okay. So anyway, let me go ahead and get started. This thing ain't moving, is it? Hold up here. Okay. Well, anyway, today I wanted to talk about the aliens because I said I wasn't gonna really talk about the aliens because I did get a little tag on my one about the little people. Hey Nikki, how you doing? That's good to see you. Hey Greta K, how you doing? Good, glad to see everybody's here. So anyway, what's gonna happen is eventually they're gonna cut my channel off in a minute while I'm in the middle of this probably. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start with it. I mean, right now, it's a lot of misinformation out there and a lot of information we're not getting out there from our government and from other sources out there because it's like this thing about the virus out there. They don't want you to talk about it. So I don't talk about the virus and they leave me alone. So I'm gonna talk about the aliens. I mean, I've been talking about the aliens since I had my channel, and I'm not gonna stop. It's just not in me. So I want to talk about the alien tech that we've been getting from them over the last few years. I mean, everything we got, all this stuff we got is from the aliens. I mean, from what they call that re-engineering, but they back engineering, whatever it is. We got the transistors, the microchips, and all that stuff. We got all that from the aliens. That's why we got so much right now. I mean, and right now they coming out. It's just been so many sightings and stuff like that. A lot of people don't know. Last month, no, not last month, July. Well, it might well say last month because that's August, September. In July, the rover that they got up there in Mars sent back pictures of what they thought was a reptile. Not a lizard people, but a actual living reptile. That's what they sent back pictures to say that's what it looked like. See, I haven't seen the pictures. I'm just reporting what they say they have, from that that rover that's up there, So I'm like, wow, why don't they tell us, let us know? And then they have Elon Musk out there trying to tell everybody that aliens don't exist. And because a couple of months ago, he was saying, yeah, they out there. Now he's saying that they're not. And everything he's doing is because of the aliens, because he's trying to send us all up in space and stuff like that. And they trying to, like they usually do when they don't want stuff to get out, misinformation and disinformation. And that's what they're doing right now, and it's something we need to keep an eye on because when these aliens, and I do mean aliens, I do mean these UFOs or whatever you want to call them, when these UFOs come, and people gonna act like they don't believe it and they don't see it, but they coming. Hey Brooke Jefferson, how you doing? Let's say, hey Gardner Josh, how you doing? So like I say, they coming, and I'm really want to get everybody on the same page that when they do come, they're not coming for good. They're not coming to here to say hello, how you doing? They're not going to be like the friendly aliens, like My Favorite Martian. Those of you who remember My Favorite Martian. See, I'm just going to tell you what I feel about the whole situation. I mean, right now, I think that they a lot of the stuff that's happening weather-wise on this planet is because of them. We got that machine. We got the heart machine that controls the weather. But even though a lot of people don't believe it, we got it. They did documentaries on it before, and then all of a sudden they all disappeared. But they out there, and right now, and it's affecting the weather. And I'm just wondering why all of a sudden we get so many UFO sightings all over, especially all over Mexico. Man, they just all over Mexico. It's like they looking for something or looking for something. But I'm thinking, we know the moon is hollow. I say that a lot of times. People say I'm crazy, but that's okay. I'll be crazy. Everybody said the Earth was flat and it wasn't round. Now they saying the Earth is flat again. I mean, you can't win, but everybody got their own belief. But I'm just telling you, the moon was placed here because they destroyed that one planet out there, when they had that war. I mean, if you read ancient Hindu texts, they would talk about when they had the war up there and they blew up the planet, and that's where we get the asteroid belt, and then they had to bring the moon here to stabilize the Earth because the Earth was beginning to drift off, and that's what happened to all the people on Mars, because they tell you Mars was inhabited. So, that's another thing. See, they tell you things. They say Mars had life on it. Mars had rivers, lakes, and streams. Mars was an Earth-like planet. Mars was like Earth. And they say Mars had people on it. Mars had people on it. Where they at? They aliens. I mean, did they come to Earth? Are we Martians? Some people say we are Martians because I don't know. But I'm just saying it could be mass hypnosis. They're putting in people's brains because they are trying to brainwash us with all this stuff they're doing, because life is going to change for us. Like I said, right now, we're in the third generation of man. And, it's not starting off well for us, but I guess it's going to end up well for us at the end, but I won't be around to see it because it's all crazy right now with all this stuff that's going on. Let's see. Hey, who says, I hope all you guys are having a fantastic day. Yes, I'm having a good day today. I'm a little tired. I was up late last night, then I had to get up early this morning. I had a repairman come by, give me a price. Heater. Get a pump for my heater. Yeah, gotta get it ready for the winter. Can't wait to the last minute. Yeah, so the state of the world is terrible. I mean, right now the whole world is just bad. So I'm just saying we gotta be ready. So anyway, like I said, it all started. If anything happened and my channel just sort of disappeared, you can always find this information by starting off going back to 1947 to the Truman Doctrine, and then I started watching how all that stuff started to pan out, because that's when they started sending Admiral Byrd and all these explorations to these different far out places, and they started finding, these worlds inside our world, the hollow earth theory. They found that. That's why we got so many mysterious caves. That's why you got so much stuff in these caves in Afghanistan. That's why we can't win. Nobody can win a war there because they go in these caves. In these caves, they say these caves have portals that can lead to other dimensions. See, I'm not very good on the parallel universe thing, but I've been trying to catch up on that. But they got these portals to all these other different worlds and stuff like that out there. That's what they tell me. But I haven't seen them. I haven't experienced that. Only thing I experienced was deja vu a lot. I get a lot of deja vu. Hoot Owl say, yikes, I'm speaking to a Martian. Yes, I guess I might be a little Martian. Or I could have came from Venus. I don't know. But then they say men from Mars, women from Venus, and, Saturn included. So, but anyway, I almost said something funny about Uranus, but I ain't going to even get into that. I mean, this is all manufactured news, like I say. I mean, everybody, they tell you what you want to hear. And they do, and they don't tell you enough. They don't tell you what you need to hear. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. I'm not really feeling this right now because there's just so much other stuff going on out there I wanted to talk about. I mean, because I mean, with the forest fires and stuff like that, and this weather situation is coming up through Florida, went up the East Coast, and I mean, it's devastated a lot of stuff. I mean, my oldest daughter live in Maryland. I couldn't get in touch with her yesterday because I don't know what happened. You know, they might be without power. You know, and it's just crazy. I mean, subways flooding, people drowning. So, but I just got to get myself together and go ahead and get through this thing. And then the food prices and gas prices are outrageous, and it's just so much. And then I seen what my friend, his name is Aaron Olinger, he posted in our prepper group a list of all the stuff we left over in Afghanistan. 176 artillery pieces, 358,000, but 530 AR rifles, 126,295 pistols, 22,174 RVs, 64,363 machine guns. What is it? 33 ME-17 helicopters, 33 UH-60 Blackhawks, 43 MD-530s, 42,000 pickup trucks and SUVs, 8,000 trucks. I mean, it's a whole bunch of stuff. I can keep going on. We left a whole bunch of stuff over there. That means that the military got to get a whole new budget so they can replace all this stuff with our tax money, because they left this stuff and they knew they were leaving. The funny part about it, they knew they were leaving months ahead of time, but they knew they were going to get new stuff. So the only reason you leave this stuff is you think it's obsolete. I mean, but I don't see how. I mean, this is state of the art stuff. Notice they didn't leave any major aircraft. We left some Cessnas over there that they were using, some Cessnas. But I think they left 61 Cessnas, 208s and stuff like that. But they didn't leave no F-15s or any of those stuff like that, But anyway, like I was saying, I'm getting sidetracked here because my mind is sort of drifting. So you're gonna have to bear with me because there's a lot of stuff happening out there in the news right now. Really a whole lot of stuff happening. Okay, Nikki's. I'm in Maryland. Yeah, I know you in Maryland, Nikki. Did you get that rain? Did you get hit up there? Because, like I said, I couldn't get in touch with my daughter. My wife talked to her later on, I think, but I couldn't get in touch with her because that rain was like crazy. It came down so fast, so fast. It was crazy. So anyway, right now, and I'm thinking right now, a lot of the stuff out here that we having right now, this problem we have right here that's going on right now is because of alien intervention. Yes. My area is okay. Thank God we received a ton of rain. Okay, so you didn't get no floodings or anything like that. That's great. That's great. Yeah, because it's some flash floods that's killing a lot of people. And that once the water started coming, you can't stop it. You can't stop that water. So anyway, I'm just touching the surface. I'm gonna dig right into it. Back in Chinatown. Back in Chinese history, in Japan history, they worship the dragon. Even old Bruce Lee movies, Enter the Dragon. I love Bruce Lee, but and they always talk about the dragon, and the dragon is synonymous with Satan. So and then you get the lizard people, and the lizard people say they were here way before us. They say they were here when we were brought here from another planet. So all I'm saying is these UFOs out here are trying to find the lizard people in Bigfoot. I mean, people gonna go, oh Lord, cut him off. He talking about Bigfoot and the lizard people. Hey Gail, how you doing? Yeah, I hope I entertain you guys so everything will be okay. We've been getting rain just about every day for the past 2 weeks. Man, that ground gonna be wet. The trees roots gonna get weak. That's one thing about tree roots. When they get too much water, the soil get wet because we have a lot of trees. Like I said, they call Cleveland the forest city, and trees will fall. I had a tree hit my house a few years ago, but I still got another one next door to go hit my house one day. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna throw out a hypothesis, a theory. Uh, Supposedly these aliens are out here. It's been 1,000 years, and they looking for the lizard people. Maybe they dropped them here on the earth, saying this is where their hell is. You got to stay here on this rock, this planet with these dinosaurs, which we are to them. The Neanderthals, and we're gonna come back in 1,000 years to see how things are going. See, they always talk about wars in the heaven. So then they came, and these they looking for these lizard people, but they can't find them because they didn't know that they were gonna go underground. So now they underground, and they shapeshifters, and they doing all this other stuff. Maybe the aliens set with some of these fires out there in California to burn out some of that greenery so they can look and see better because they always flying around out in Oregon. They always flying out in Alaska. They ain't burning up Alaska, but I mean, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. People don't believe me. People think I'm crazy, but I might be crazy. No, Uncle Al crazy. I'm just a little delusional. But anyway, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Supposedly, it's not funny, but supposedly they started the fires, they started the earthquakes, they looking for these lizard people because they come to get them and take them off to the rock because they gonna punish them some more because they probably drop them here, tell them, look, this is where y'all gonna be at. Y'all in prison on this planet. This might have been a prison planet. I don't know. Could have been anything. I watched too much Star Trek. But I'm just saying, they come here, they messed around, they crashed one of their ships. We got the ship and we re-engineered their technology. That's where we get all this fiber optics and stuff like that. Without fiber optics and the microchip, we still be living in the Stone Age. We still have steam engines. We wouldn't even have light bulbs. Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, everything came from one crash. And then they came back and they started giving us more information. I'm not the only one that's saying this because there's stuff out there that we don't understand, stuff out there that's happening, and stuff out there that'll blow your mind because history is repeating itself. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, look at this virus. That's all I'm gonna say about it because I want to say something else, but I don't want to get involved because we're being locked down pretty soon with that stuff coming up there. You got so much turmoil and stuff out here right now. This world is on emergency oxygen. That's what I'm saying. We on an oxygen machine and just waiting to die because that's what's happening with this planet. I mean, they're saying that the polar shift is happening and everything is going this way and that way. And then they're saying that the ice is melting out there in